Good evening, everyone.
Howdy.
Just having a slight technical problem with the YouTube. What's my jiggy?
She's pressed something. She don't know what she's pressed.
I don't know. I don't know what I've pressed. So come on, Mrs. Pixie. I've done something and I don't know what I've done.
Becky Grimshaw.
Yeah, I can't see myself.
It's probably slippers.
Yeah.
Bella told me to shut her face. Shut my face. Because it says it's about time, Burton. Oh, look, a Fillmore ad. I'm karate, lad. Hello, Jackie.
It says exit full screen. Yeah, I'm still on full screen. I don't know what I've...
time. Refresh.
So yes, I do apologise if I'm it's in YouTube Studio, that's why.
Don't! It's in YouTube Studio, Seth. She can't watch it live because it's on YouTube Studio. Oh.
How do you get out of it?
Go to home. Click on home.
Ah. I think I might have cracked it, everyone.
Hey.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think I might have cracked it. So
just sharing, everybody share the stream.
Yes. No, it's still going back to that.
Oh, you bought some up there. I have to watch it on street yards. I've shared.
So
yeah. Ian.
Hi, Ian. We're having a little bit of a technical problem here.
Got a Pudnuts Gallery.
So
who is that? Karate's had his first lobster today from Maine.
Play on TV.
Hey, I'm not technician this time, Mr. Baz Burton.
I've pressed some at Baz and I don't know what I've pressed.
I pushed nothing.
I like crunchy cookies. So
oh, it's my fault. Pixie thought he was the Matador Tech support there.
Yeah. But basic. Oh, cheers, Benny.
Oh, it was just a cat.
He's pressed something and all.
Head stream.
So yes, I don't know.
Chrissy broke it. I know we're near it this time. It's not blaming me.
Go on, Bennett. Anyway.
Are you going to make lobster rolls today?
No.
How to make soft peanut and butter cookies?
Yeah, it is. I'll agree with that, Ian. It is always Chris's fault. Well, you know what thought did Ruby?
I haven't technical stuff apart from YouTube.
Yeah, it would little Chris. So Chris will have to keep an eye on the chat when we
make your coffee.
Yeah. So when I start, oh, on itchy nose.
Got an itchy nose.
So yeah, how many we got? We've got 7. So what should we make a start or?
Entirely up to you. Pixie's a master, more like a T-boy. I won't be pouring you any tea, boy.
So I have already put the oven on. So, and I'm not going to say without further ado, but I've just said it anyway because it drives Chris nuts when I say that.
I don't want you to think once.
I'll bake. Shut up. I've greased 2 baking sheets ready for, you know. So that's them done. That one's actually a brand new one. Got it from Asda. I think it was £1.50, weren't it?
Mm.
So yeah. So yeah.
I'm not pouring with a cup of tea, since that's all right. I don't drink it.
Are you going to do your?
No, they're picking on me. On there, Lucy. I'm going to get a lot of this tonight, Lucy.
Is Jeanette going to make lobster now?
I've already said, are you going to put it on the stream, yeah, so we can see?
It is
what...
on stream.
Oh, there you go then.
But question is, why soft cookies and not crunchy cookies? Well, that's what the recipe says. I'm only going. The recipe says it's called soft peanut butter cookies. So there you go. So
the host has spoken, Mr. DJ.
Yeah, I'm just going with what it says on the thing. So.
Oh, hang on, karate made cornbread hot dog casserole last night.
Cool. So to begin with, you need to put your oven on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line 2 large baking sheets with parchment paper or silicone baking mats, which I've already done. So we'll begin. You're going to need 190 grams or 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and for them in the UK, that's plain flour. So that's going in there. That's the plain flour. And to this, you will need half teaspoon of baking soda. That's the baking soda, look. That bowl looking good. I've got 2. I've got this size and then I've got a really big one. But with these glass ones and having arthritis in my hands, I prefer to use the plastic ones.
Ian says oven is on, I've got A4 paper.
So yeah, this is a half teaspoon. It's baking soda, but we call it bicarb soda. So that goes in there.
Sorry, Jackie's thought we had to go at cookies too, running. I look more like cow pies.
So I'm just gonna, mix that in with this flour. It's all right, Bella. I put oven on tonight, so I know what I'm doing. It's all right, Ian, if you're wondering. My oven ain't got no markings on it, so when I say to Chris, "Come put it on," I have to say, about 20 to 6 or
8:30.
Yeah, or something to the effect. So right, that's that done now. So I'm going to move that away. So this is what I'm talking about, karate. I usually use a plastic dish. They're a lot more lightweight, a lot more easy to handle when me having arthritis in my hands. So it says, in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, or like me, I'm using a hand mixer. You're going to need 115 grams of unsalted butter, softened room temperature. Well, I did this afternoon, so it should be plenty softened. So that in American terms is half a cup, and in grams it's 115.
Ian says oven on, but all in it.
Yeah. Well, if you're following me instructions, Ian, you should have some peanut butter cookies in a bit.
I'm moving up and down, Buzz.
So to that, you need So right, this has gone a bit. 150 grams of light brown sugar. And in American terms, that's 3/4 of a cup. So that's light brown sugar. And also to this, you need to add 50 grams of granulated sugar. And I thought, well, being as the peanut butter, I'll use golden granulated sugar. So that's 50 grams. So that goes in as well. So now we're going to mix that together for at least 1 to 2 minutes. Guess what?
You're not plugged it in.
It's not plugged in. Hey? We're plugged in all the way. So the next thing we've got to do is you need 190 grams of creamy peanut butter, and in Americans that's 3/4 of a cup. So that's going in now.
Oh, Jackie's ordered some measured spoons.
Oh, she's going into this.
And cups.
Oh.
Arrived on 29th of June.
Yeah, well, I've got, even though I've got the measuring spoons and I've got stainless steel cups, Jackie. So.
Ruby loves cookies and they love me proof they hang around my hips.
So where was that? I've put the peanut butter in, and you've got to mix it again now. Hey, don't forget what you know him, don't you? Weeks is going to have that on his headstone. Don't forget the beetroot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a quick to smell the peanut butter. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Hiya, Baz, by the way.
That's Rena.
No shops have flour. I have.
So great. Plain bags in it.
Yeah, I've actually had to start the bag of plain flour because I've got down to like, just about 1/4 of a bag. So Chris topped it up for me. but luckily I've got some plastic scoops as well, so it were easy.
I know it doesn't it.
I know. So next, I'm going to add an egg. Well, it says a large egg actually, but hey ho. And it says at room temperature. Well, that has been like I did the ingredients this afternoon, so say that's at room temperature. So that's the egg going in there.
You're not going to and taste your food purple.
Hiya, Gordo. So as well as the egg, you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There you go. That's 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that's going in now.
I'm turning orange. It must be all the carrot juice I've been drinking.
Well, at least to be able to see it dark. I'm only slightly doing that because we've got to add the flour next. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to add it all. I'm just going to add it a little bit at a time.
Okay, Sid. Sorry, too late.
Hiya, Kate.
First in and last in.
Oh, made banoffee ice cream today. Yum, yum.
Oh, I have banoffee ice cream.
Hey?
With Jeanette, carrots do nothing for your eyesight.
Oh, well. So that's the last of the flour going in. Excuse me. So I'm just bringing that over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix with my spoon one last time. Make sure all flour and everything's incorporated, and it's basically as simple as that. They are actual cookies are all mixed together, but I like to have a
what?
No, well, that's mixed with my wooden spoon.
Not to finish the sentence. That camera keeps on moving.
Oh.
Bring it over a bit.
You know, it don't matter.
What? Oh, that's going to be like that. It's better.
So I'm just getting my flour out. So right. So that's the dough for the cookies. And as usual, I've got my trusty ice cream scoop. So what I'm going to do is, it says Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. So you need about roughly 3 tablespoons of sugar. Now it will become apparent in a minute what I need that for. I haven't forgot it to put it in the recipe, but all will become apparent in a minute. Right.
Yeah, we got Amjad.
Hiya, Amjad.
Oh,
So it just says place 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar in a small bowl. So it says using a 2 tablespoon cookie scoop, and obviously this is an ice cream scoop. Scoop the dough from the bowl. I'm not going to make them too massive. So there you go. I'm just going to put a little bit of flour on my hands, and it says you've got to roll it into a ball, right?
it's to sweeten the beetroot.
So basically, I've got a ball of dough. So, this is where the sugar comes in. You have to put that in the sugar. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just coating the first one in the sugar. Oh, guess what?
What?
My phone's over there, and I'm going to need it for. So
Over where, my lovely?
on just rolling it again.
I've got to catch the camera.
Pour it in your, obviously in your sugar. And put that on your baking sheet. I've got 12 watching, dear. So same again. That's. I mean, I don't want too much on my hands, too much flour. But then again, I don't want my hands to be too greasy. So it's just like
looking better than my cow pants.
Oh, that Jackie, she has got away with words.
And Bella says, don't make them massive unless you can bring them to our house. Gordo says, how many will this make?
It's supposed to make 24, but Pixie likes something to get his teeth into, so I've made them quite big. So it's supposed to make 24. So
rolled baby turds. Oh dear.
Trust that, lad.
We got cow pats and baby turds.
So yes, same as I say, the granulated sugar. This is what you need it for. You have to roll the dough into the granulated sugar.
Does that make all hard or something?
That'll make them nice and crunchy.
Yeah.
So so I might try and fit like 8 on this baking sheet if I can. So I bet any money when this lockdown's done and we'll go over to Bella's, we'll have a shopping list as long as there's on what she wants me to make.
Frizzle cake, flapjacks, cookies, cheesecakes.
Yeah.
So we'll do Baz's list after that.
Yeah.
Kate says these are going to be so yummy. I'll let you know.
They are very simple to make, Kate. Same as I say, I bought the peanut butter weeks and weeks ago. So you know, I got the intention.
Gordo says he's going to be right back. He's having 5 minutes. He's rubbing his nose and the sofa and carpet.
If Pixie needs something to get his teeth into, give him a leg of pork.
If not, you can cook it. You can cook it first.
Bella's put correct. It'll be about an autobiography by the time Bella's done.
Well, that's just page 1.
Yeah. So yeah, same as I say, you know, they're going to be 81 passes, but yeah, leave him outside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to space these out a bit, and I'm going to put a couple down middle. So but same as I say, as you can see, you have to use your hands, should I say.
Get down and dirty.
So there's no ifs and buts about it. You've got to, you know, you've got to use your hands. I did wash them, not once but twice before I started. So everything's nice and clean. Same as I say, I did just like dusted my hand before I started rolling them, but you don't want to do too dry and whatever, so I just sort of get it a light dusting. So so how many will that be? That'll be 8, won't it? I don't know where it's going 24 from.
Yeah, massive.
Well, I haven't done a massive, but as you can see, look at my hands. You can see the grease on them. That's why I wanted to put a bit of, because it does get very, very greasy.
So ready on the tray, they will flow into each other.
Trust me. So okay, then I'll put them that one then, just for fake's sake. So what I'll do is I'll just do these another 4 or 5 on this other baking sheet. So but we haven't quite finished yet. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Even Chris don't know what I'm going to do next.
Oh, surprise. Yes, only for a cookie surprise. I can first smell peanut. I can't smell that, me.
Yeah, you can first smell the peanut butter in them. I mean, as if they taste as good as what they smell and look, then we'll be well away.
Right, Chris, do your job.
Not yet. I haven't finished. Hold your horses.
That's Lenny woman says wakey.
Hey?
That's Lenny woman says wakey.
Who's learning?
You're learning. Says that's learning woman.
Yeah, you know, when I take baking advice from a bloke. Hello, freeze over. So there you've been told. You know what I always say, Wakey? Don't try to teach your grandma how to suck eggs. And that is you know, not just a South Yorkshire say, it's a Northern saying as well.
I don't know she's gonna do, and she's my best mate.
No, I never tell beforehand, but obviously, I mean, if anybody looks on the in the description beforehand, then they'll know, because I always put the recipe in.
They're all good looking at recipe now.
So
Don't get too comfortable, I've got to get up in a bit. Chris, put the kettle on.
Who's that?
Baz.
Oh, they'll be going in the kitchen in a minute anyway, Baz. Why, do you want a cup of tea with your cookies?
No, I'm having a coffee. Chris, too milky. Cake's on.
Right. So Chris don't even know what I'm going to do now. But you need a fork for this bit. And Chris wanted to know what I needed a fork for, but I won't tell him. So basically, on each cookie, you press them down with a fork, look.
We're going to make a pot of coffee.
And make like a crisscross. There you go. So you press down and make a crisscross. It's all gone quiet.
Baz is after a couple now. Drum roll, she's gonna juggle him.
So that's the use for the fork, you see. Press each one down and make like a crisscross pattern. So
There you go.
Ooh, it's sliding all over the place. So there you go. Look, I'll come right up close so you can see. That's the crisscross pattern on each cookie. Yeah.
Just watching.
So there you go. So that's the first lot can go in the oven now.
Sorry, those are told us to get comfortable.
And these have got to be in the oven for between 10 and 12 minutes. So
half an hour then.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the timer for 12 minutes.
I'll just keep camera.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hello. Are you ready?
Yep.
Hey.
So there we go. That's the first lot. I'm just going to do these with the fork while we're waiting. So that as soon as them come out, the others can go straight in the oven. Don't take long to cook now. Now it says between 10 and 12 minutes, Bella. So yeah. Hiya, Tracy.
Tracy.
I've been watching, but could not get to tile. Would not let me sing it in on. But the sign in. But they look. So yeah, the first lot's just gone in, Tracy. This is the second lot. I'm just doing the the decorating on them. Well, if you could call it decorating, it's just doing a crisscross pattern with the old fork. But yeah, I have got more than one shelf in the oven, but I always like to do them on the top. So
No, obviously not put them in.
I'm on about camera.
What?
Do you want to turn it other way? So yeah, so while we're waiting, I'm just gonna.
Oh, looking. No, wrong way, that way. There. Oh, bang on.
I'm looking for that.
What are you looking for?
That granulated sugar, because there don't seem a lot left in there. Can't remember what drawer I've put it in. Oh, it's here, I think. You'll have to excuse me, I'm just getting a bit more sugar out. Just to be on the safe side. So, with that that's left, I reckon it probably make about, I don't know, another 6, 8, I don't know. So instead of making 24, that might, if I make 6 more, that'll be 18, won't it? So yeah, so we've just, do you want to take some of these? Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, all of these that's here.
I'll pass them here then. I can't get it. I'll rambling way.
So I can,
Where you doing, girl?
it nearly slipped out my hand, you know what I'm like.
That's for that. Oh.
There's that other one down here as well.
Should be a waiter.
Oh, I want my wire thing as well. To put cookies on after they've cooked.
Oh, right.
It's all right. I'm just going to give the old matter a wipe down, because there's a bit of flour and stuff on it. I don't like to, even though like it's you know, washable and everything, I don't like too much debris on it when I'm when I wash it. So if I get most of it up before I wash it, so there we are. Biggest majority of it got up. So it does say that when you remove them from the oven, allow them to cool on a baking sheet for 5 to 10 minutes, and then transfer them to a wire rack, and they can be stored in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 5 days. So I thought I'd just put that in there. So if you're making what?
We'll be gone before then.
They'll probably be gone before tomorrow. You mind 5 days. But anyway, so I'm just putting it out there that, you know, if you do make them and you're not going to eat them straight away, then they can be stored for up to 5 days in an airtight container. I'm just going to have a cigarette while we're waiting. So what I could find, ashtray. So is everybody enjoying it up to yet? So you know, they are pretty easy to make. there's something that you could do with your kids. You know, you could get the kids rolling them out. You can get the kids pressing the fork in the top to make the decoration on top. Bella says when she makes cakes, it's like an explosion in a flower factory. But you see, the thing is, Bella, I mean, it's like you with your makeup, you've got a red, you know, you're regimented and you wash your brushes and you wash your sponges and everything. It's like as soon as I get off this live stream, I'm like sort of to one side. Basically, you know, as soon as it's done, the first things I do is wash the pots and like wipe everywhere down, and you know, it's like you with your makeup brushes and everything. You make sure that the tools of your trade are always nice and clean, and you know, you just look after them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, it's only same, you know, with me. I don't like seeing anything lying about. So basically, as soon as I've finished, next time let Pixie demonstrate, and then we will know for sure if anyone can make them.
You got no chance.
Yeah, but I mean, when I got him making that cake, Wakey, I was quite surprised he didn't have any help from me whatsoever. I was behind the camera. He did it all by himself, even the decoration, and it come out fantastic, if I say so myself. You know,
I'm baking number 2 in small portions.
So yeah, so I know he can bake because he made that, what were it, chocolate buttermilk cake.
Yeah.
So it can bake. So it's just a case of putting your knowledge to work, let's just say. So yeah, Bella says, I know what you mean. It's like, same as I've just said to Bella, the tools of a trade are her brushes and the sponges and everything, and she keeps them in tip-top condition by, she washes them and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm like that with me baking stuff. As soon as I've made anything, I like to get the pots washed up and out of the way. So, you know, it's just one of them routines. I mean, Chris will tell you, as soon as I've baked anything, whether I'm baking for an hour or whatever, as soon as I've done, that's it. I wash the pots straight away.
Finally uploaded.
If I'm smart, I soak even in cold water my bowls, pots, pans. But you see, that's the thing, you see. Same as I say, a lot of my bowls is either plastic, glass. You know, I've got a lot of stainless steel like baking sheets, and I've got like you know, palette knives and things like that. I always like to make sure that they're nice and clean. And let's say for instance, if I went to draw tonight and I got the ice cream scoop out and it looked a little bit dirty, I'd wash it before I even started.
Exactly, Wakey.
But yeah, same as I say, he does bake, but not very often. I mean, the last thing that he did before that was Callum's birthday cake.
Birthday.
Yeah, when he was 16, he made him a birthday cake. So it's not, he just don't choose to bake.
It's not that I can't cook, it's just that I won't cook.
But in his own word, he says, well, I'll leave the baking to the expert, i.e. me.
I just cooked the tea and the dinner.
So yeah, you know, it's a case of, you know, there's not much that I won't have a go at. But like for these live streams, I like to do something that somebody will go away and say, oh, can you send me a recipe? I'm going to make that. You know what I mean? I don't like to do things, you know, all that complicated. So, you know, it's just a case of, you know, most people like peanut butter.
It's outdoors.
Who what?
It's outdoors.
Oh, hi, Thomas. How are
Hi.
you? So they'll be wanting that out at oven in a minute, baby.
Yep, okay.
So you'll have to check in a minute. The thing's hanging off it. So I'm lucky Craig does 60% of our cooking. I keep burning things. There you go.
There you go.
But me and Auntie were baking today. We baked a caramel cake. Oh,
Caramel cake. Another one that's done with caramel.
it was my auntie's idea. Just got entertained. But this is it, Amjad. You know, if you enjoy baking like I do, it's a passion. You know, that's why I wanted to do these live streams. You know, we're all in lockdown. It's what?
What?
It's oh.
Oh, okay.
Went a bit dim then. it's entertaining, plus it's showing you how easy it is to bake. Even though Baz is a chef, it's a bit like the plumber's tap saw. But this is it. This is it, Bella.
Are you ready for the next one going in?
Yeah. Would you say they cook then?
You ready?
Yeah.
In. Right, my second lot's just gone in oven. When are you going to do yours and Callum's?
Whoa, look at them. They're mine. Front three.
You have to put camera down.
Yeah, well done.
So I have got a tea towel to hand just in case.
Let's have a look.
See, Wakey, they haven't spread out all that much. So there you go. That's the first lot out the oven. I don't want to put that on my mat because it'll melt it. Hang on a minute. Don't. So what do you think, guys? Been breaking my own rule today about staying safe and riding dangerous lines on my. Oh dear. So yeah, so that's the first lot out the oven.
Looks like whisks. They do a bit.
But yeah, I mean, same as I say, can you see what I mean by, you know, the size of them? Chris likes something he can get his teeth into. So what I'm going to do is...
They look mushroom.
Yeah.
Kate did a lot of images.
Licking the lips. So what I'm going to do is, so it don't burn me mat, I'm just going to put this tea towel down so I can put the...
Well, Rebecca says, Ruby says they look very nice.
Thank you. Kate says she wants one.
Taste test. Gonna wait from cooling down in a bit. Haven't burnt my mouth yet.
I'm going to say they've just come out the oven, Jack.
Has that moved again? That bloody camera's moved again.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get 6 more out of these. So, or maybe more.
Camera slipped.
Pardon me, that's
Crappy tripod.
So yeah, so I'm just doing these, the last bit of dough that's in the in the bowl.
Right, that shouldn't be down there because it's.
It's all right. The cameraman's adjusting the camera. Slice of beetroot. Oh God! A slice of beetroot in the middle of each one to finish them off. No.
Kate says she wants one.
Oh dear. Just wakey, eh? Can't take him nowhere.
They do look nice, but I'm not a fan of peanut butter. Neither am I, but these taste nice.
You don't even know. But yeah, Chris is not a fan of peanut butter. But what did I make peanut butter before? Were it them Rice Krispie things, weren't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And he loved it. So
I couldn't have peanut butter in.
yeah, it could have like peanut butter or anything like that. He'll have that on his gravestone and all. Don't knock it till you've tried it. As everyone knows that knows me knows I don't like, you know, my favourite saying is waste not, want not. So every little last crumb is but no, I don't think you want a slice of beetroot on these now.
Definitely not. If Wakey does, you're weird.
We knew that anyway.
Weird Wakey. That's
So how many is that made then? It's 16.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to make 24. So, but I suppose if you make them smaller, it would make 24. But same as I say,
what's Chris and Carol's favourite cookies? White chocolate ones.
Yeah, the white chocolate ones that I did very first time.
The Wakey's girl thought it was the same as I say, lol.
But yeah, I have made those with like milk chocolate chips, but this still his favourite, the white chocolate chip ones.
Slowly taking over of lemon drizzle.
And yours, Jeanette? Well, I've got to be same as Chris. I love the white chocolate ones. So.
Well, I haven't tasted these yet, so. Wait a minute, you're on here for 12 minutes.
So yeah, same as I say, I try to mix it up a bit, and you know, same as I say, I started off with making white chocolate chip cookies to start with, but obviously I don't like to go on for ages, and you know, I like people to see what I've made when they've come out of the oven, so I'm limited to you know, basically what I can make in the time period. So yeah, so that's that.
Wakey says told you, lol.
Told you what?
Thought it was same as I say. No. I don't know. It's talking in riddles again.
It's because same as I say. That's my famous saying. So yeah, so they're the last ones. That need going in oven after the others come out.
That Wi-Fi's rubbish today.
Oh, nearly. Nearly went all over the place. Oh, they did actually. They've come off it. But yeah, it's a good job I wiped that down though, isn't it?
Mm.
So crisis averted.
I'll come with the camera pointed back up at you now then.
You can do.
Sorry, Lucy.
So yeah, we've just got over 3 minutes, and second lot should be out, and then these last lot can go in.
Sorry if you go dizzy.
So yeah, the second lot should be out shortly. I think they just done to perfection the sugar on them and everything.
Just noticed.
Wish I lived in your street, I'd be round.
Oh dear. You've not got your thing zooming across.
I know, you told me not to.
Yeah, to put what you're cooking on.
Oh yeah, I
Peanut
forgot.
butter
Yeah.
cookies.
It's all right. You know, like I have the banner going across and it says stay safe and stay indoors. Chris says, well, when you do your baking stream, Kate says she wishes to live next door. In the caramel cake, me and my auntie baked earlier, we used Dr. Oak caramel flavouring. Instead of the white sugar, we use light brown sugar. Oh, yeah. But I've got Asda salted caramel flavouring, and it's just as good. In all honesty. So yeah. So Chris says the other day, he says, oh, just a bit of advice. He says, you know how you have your banner thing going across the bottom, and it says, stay home and stay safe. He says, when you're doing the baking stream, he says, create a different banner. It says, and having it going across the bottom, how to make peanut butter cookies. But I forgot. As you do.
As you do.
And rots your teeth. But yeah, same as I say, I've made these quite big. So if you want something a bit smaller, obviously do smaller balls. That sounds good, doesn't it? But
without bigger balls.
But same as I say, Chris likes something to get his teeth into, so that's why I made them a little bit bigger. So obviously it's only made like 16 cookies. But obviously if you do them smaller, you'll get more cookies out of them. What's the obsession with caramel and salt? Well, same as I say, Wakey, man, is I think I made some salted caramel cupcakes or something daft like that, and I bought it for that. But it's you flavour icing as well, so I don't really know. It's just a flavouring, you know what I mean? It's just a flavouring at the end of the day. So same as I say, you can make them smaller. You've no need to make them as big as what I have. It's just that Chris and Callum both prefer them a bit bigger. Chris's sort of motto is, when you make smaller ones, one bite and they're gone. You know what I mean? So when I make cookies, I tend to make them that little bit bigger because they like bigger cookies. So we've got about 8 seconds. So
oh, sorry, Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Wait, up down, like a yo-yo. There you go.
My humongous cow pie. I keep laughing at that. My humongous
cow pack cookies were too thin.
Plus burnt. But you see, the thing is, it says on here, Jackie, between 10 and 12 minutes. So I'm never too sure about my oven.
Use your timer on your clock or what?
And sort of Chris is going to buy me a new oven. So it's not got no markings on or anything. So it's just guesswork. Oh. So, Oh.
I forgot other ones.
smaller bites, Chris. Well, you know he's got a big gob anyway, so.
I've got a big gob.
I've just said, you know, he's got a big gob. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's up to the individual. I mean, like if you're making them with kids, you know, the easy for kids if you make them smaller. You know what I mean? Hey, yeah. Okay. So it's up to the individual. It's just that I mean, you know, what I'm doing is just for, you know, it's not a rule. It's just the fact that they like something. He's got an obsession with beetroot, Kate. I don't know. He wants beetroot with everything. So yeah, you know, I mean, if you're making them with kids or you're making them for kids, obviously do smaller cookies. But the thing is,
I think Tucker wants a cookie.
You know, Chris and Callum are big kids. So
no, first thing Callum will say when he comes down in a bit is taste test. You can guarantee it.
see, and this is what I'm on about. These are lifesavers, actually. You know, a palette knife, they make it 10 times easier for them to come off it. Take them away now, baby. That one's done.
Well,
right. So yeah, you know, I've got one that's like that funny shaped, and I've got a flat one as well. And that's exactly, I mean, Bella's sort of, you know, said it perfectly. You adapt them to what your family likes. And that's basically what I was saying, you know. Obviously, if you're making them for young kiddies, you make them smaller. But I've got 2 big kids, so they like them a bit bigger. So it's no detriment. Same as I say, they still come out the same. It's just that obviously the way that I've made them, or no, it's a palette knife, wakey, and it's the ideal, obviously, for getting them off the baking sheet. I have got a flat one. In fact, I've got several. I've got about 3 or 4 of these, and they're just ideal. Look at him photobombing. They're just ideal for getting them off the baking tray and onto the. Callum, stop it. You see what Jackie put? Cementing walls.
with that soul.
But it's just being a baker. These are sort of what I call essential tools of the trade, if you know what I mean. It's like this baking mat thing that I've got. You know, it's non-slip. So when you're mixing on it, basically, your bowl or anything else is not going anywhere.
What's 8 minutes or 35 seconds?
That's last lot. So basically, you know, plus you've got all your measurements. So if you're making something that needs to be rolled out to 9-10 inches,
Stop it.
you know, the measurements is all there. I mean, it's even got, you know, 15 grams is 1/8 of a cup. 30 grams is 1/4 of a cup. You know, it's got all like the conversions from cups, you know, from grams into cups and everything. It's in inches, it's in centimeters, you know, everything that you need. And I've been wanting one of these for ages and ages. And I said to Chris, that's my coffee. I says, bugger it, I'm going to order one. So I did.
It's good for plastering icing as well.
Me and my auntie had a laugh because we use Snapchat camera filters. Oh, don't order tools from Amazon Spain. I think my measuring my spoons, they go from like quarter of a teaspoon right up to a tablespoon. I think I got them off Amazon, but obviously we in UK. But I think I got the measuring cups from it were either Own Bargains or B&M.
Own Bargains, I think.
I'm not sure, but anyway, it were either Own Bargains or B&M, and the American cup measurements. So I've got them as well, but I didn't order them online, and I've had them donkey's years. So basically, I've got all the tools.
Amazon closed my account, so I'm good. You've been a naughty boy.
But you see, same as I say, I've got several mixing bowls. I've got that glass one that I used earlier on. That's a smaller version. But I have, I've got a massive one. But the only problem with that is, with it being glass and me having arthritis in my hand, I find it difficult to hold it, or, I can't get a good grip on it. So that's why I like the plastic mixing dishes, because it's a lot easier for me. Speaking of Amazon, my auxiliary adapter came for the Alexa to put in my auntie's car, just waiting for the Echo input. Oh, the slim version. Oh,
Yeah.
It got mine in pound shop. But you see, this is the thing, Jax. I ordered that flour because I'd already got plain flour, and I thought that were good because we ordered it Wednesday and it come Friday. But I ordered some self-raising flour last Thursday.
Yeah.
I didn't order it till Thursday, and it came next day. And it said about 18th, 19th of May it was supposed to be coming, and I got it the very next day. So, I can't grumble about Amazon because, I can on the other hand, because I ordered a metal donut tray and another springform cake tin, and they've been ordered about a month and I still ain't got them yet. So basically,
where are they?
Yeah. See it morning.
In the morning.
Some things are quick at coming, then again some aren't. You know what I mean? Don't know about Arthur.
Good morning, mate.
In the morning.
Arthur Askew was a laugh. What?
What?
I don't know. It's waky. So yeah, same as I say, like flour wise, etc. I can't fault them, but some as I say, I ordered a springform cake tin and this metal donut pan, and it must be at least a month ago, and I still ain't got them yet.
What do you like?
So yeah, so it's a case of some things are quick coming than others. Your dad thinks I can't see what he's doing over there.
No, tell Callum's, but I'm not tell anybody else because it's up in the morning.
Oh.
Say to him.
So anyway,
We're having a
got about 3.5 minutes to wait. I'll just have another quick fag while I'm waiting, move them out of the way.
I say, what's going on from bugger off of there? I can't watch no porn while you're sat down here.
Yeah. It's more than your life's worth, matey.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good morning, mate.
Good morning.
So yeah, so I hope that the weather's still watching. I hope that you're gonna have a bash at these, because some, as I say, they look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
and they do. I mean, I'll just turn them around for you. That's the underneath, and they look lovely and soft, and yet they've got like a sugary coating, like hardness on top, if you know what I mean. So I think that's why they're called soft peanut butter cookies, because looks can be deceptive. On the top, the look crunchy and sugary and everything, but when you turn them over, you can see the softness underneath. So
It's got wakey.
come to mama. See you later.
No, it says only
Oh,
joking.
Yeah. Wakey says night, Callum. So yeah. So some as I say, I might even, when this last lot comes out of oven, I might let Mr. P have a taste test.
There's no letting about it.
It's up to me. You're not having one now.
Knickknacks is a load there. I'm a bit tonight.
So yeah. While we still on air, I'll let him swing the camera around and let you see him.
He's already gone, Kate.
You've just missed him, Kate. He's just gone. So yeah. So once this last lot's out the oven, you can have that small one.
No, there's a bit biggest on there.
No,
Yeah.
you're having that small one on the other side.
Domestic on YouTube.
Oh dear.
Get it, Lucy. Get it.
So who's made them? Who's baked them?
Yeah, but
So the decision as to which one you're having is up to me.
no, but what's rules? You bake them, I eat them.
Yeah, you can have that small one.
I'm not having a small one. There's a delay here and all.
But
Same room.
who thinks that I should only let him have the small one?
I don't bother what they think.
Oh dear. It's probably you two playing up, Kate.
Yeah, I'm about 30 seconds behind you here.
Oh dear.
You've already just said who thinks I should let him have the small one.
There you go.
There you go. Sorry, Lucy. You're not getting much of a cat nap, are you, Lucy? Last time, darling, for a little while.
Yeah. So sorry about the delay, Kate. I do apologise, but it's out of my control, obviously. Pardon me. Yeah. Kate says send them to me. Bella says that what have I missed? I went for a pee. Not a lot, Bella. I says, like, it's just getting the last lot out the oven. And I says I might actually let Chris taste test one.
Okay. I'll have to remove a few.
Yeah, any excuse.
You ain't got no room. All right.
Right, nick one then before I put these on.
That one.
I said that little one. Oh, that one's broke up.
Mm.
I thought you were turning camera around.
That'll be right. You're the host.
Yeah.
I'll just stand in front of it. Thumbs up.
So there you have it. Chris is munching away on them.
Biggest one.
We had a slight mishap. One's just broke up. They're that soft.
That's Callum's.
Gordo on any excuse. She says Gordo last on the bus again. So, right, I've been rambling on for over an hour and a quarter. I was just going to say, if you just want to point the camera down and just one last look at these delicious cookies. I am 100% decided what I'm making next week, but I might have a crack at making some donuts. Which ones, I don't know. Let's see, Chris.
Oh, you want to have a look? Can show you. Very, very yummy.
And crunchy
And crunchy.
and soft.
Soft. You can't taste peanut butter.
And you can't taste, it says you can't taste peanut butter in them. So yeah, we had a slight mishap with that one. It's broke up slightly. I've been and out, been scoffing KFC. It's Jack's put and. It says they're very delicious, Jack's.
It's just turned around now.
Yeah. So yeah. If they've got Pixie's approval, you can, you know, you can dare bet that, you know, this is in that's not struck a peanut butter at this as well.
I can't have it in a sandwich.
Yeah. So, you know,
don't mean enjoy Chris, because I'll be having all that one.
If you want the recipe, Kate, they're easy enough to make. You've seen me make them. If you and kids want to make them, easy enough to do. Obviously, you don't have to do them like this big. You know, you can
This big.
but you can do them like smaller balls. You know what I mean? I'll be saying with Kate when we're going to visit Kate and Easy in Wales. She'll be writing, make me a coconut cake, make me them peanut butter cookies, make me some donuts. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed yourself, guys. Yeah, I only normally go on for an hour, so I'm gonna sort of.
Can I point it back up?
Yeah. It's all right. It's just going to point the camera back up. So yeah. So if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, comment on it. You know, obviously everybody is subscribed to me already, but if you want the recipe, just message me. You know,
it tastes awful on its own, Wakey.
You know, it you know, if you have it in a sandwich, you have to have with jam. Oh, means jelly. So yeah, so if anybody wants the recipe, just message me on Messenger. If you've got me on Messenger, I'll be only too happy to send you the recipe. Yeah, all the you know what to do and whatever. You've got a winner here, Jeanette. Well, there you go. Same as I say, if you want the recipe, just message me and say, can I have that recipe? I'll be only too happy to send it to you.
Oh, Jack's finished the cheesecake. He says, next it's hedgehog slice time.
So, yeah, so same as I say, if anybody like future streams, if there's something in particular you want me to make, so long as it's like not got a long time limit on, I don't want to do things that's going to take 45 minutes in oven, and it's like a normal live stream. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. And if you're going to make them, enjoy them. So night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.